Chapter 7, Long-Term Assets. In this video, we'll be discussing 7.3, describing the accounting treatment of expenditures after acquisition. Over the life of a long-term asset, owners incur additional expenditures associated with the asset. They may include repairs and maintenance, additions, improvement, and litigation costs. We need to decide whether to capitalize the expenditure as an asset or expense the expenditure and have it show as an expense on the income statement. We capitalize an expenditure as an asset if it increases the future benefits of the company. We expense an expenditure if it benefits only the current period. So I want to look at these a little bit more closely. Repairs and maintenance. The cost of an engine tune-up, an oil change, minor engine repair, things like that are things to continue productivity in the current period. We would expense these things to repairs and maintenance because they maintain a given level of benefits. However, more extensive repairs that are made that increase the future benefits of the delivery truck will be capitalized. For example, major repairs, such as a new transmission, engine overhaul, things that you don't anticipate having to do every single year, you capitalize. Additions. An addition occurs when we add a new major component to an existing asset. We should capitalize the cost of the addition if they increase rather than maintain future benefits. For example, adding a refrigeration unit to a delivery truck increases the capability of the truck beyond its originally anticipated use. So it gives you future benefits. So you would capitalize it. Improvements. Cost of replacing a major component of an asset. The replacement can be a component with the same characteristics as the old component or a new component with enhanced operating capabilities. For example, we could replace an existing refrigeration unit in a delivery truck with a new but similar unit or a new and improved refrigeration unit. In either case, the cost of the improvement usually increases future benefits. It's going to last us longer than a year, so we should capitalize it. Lastly, legal defense of intangible assets. The way that you manage these depends on the outcome of the legal defense. Sometimes they have to pay litigation costs to defend the legal right to own a patent or a copyright, or if somebody infringes upon it and you have to pay for legal defense of those. If a firm successfully defends an intangible right, we should capitalize the litigation costs. So if you're successful, you win the case, those costs are capitalized. However, if the defense of an intangible right is unsuccessful, you should expense the litigation costs in the current period because they do not provide future benefit. Lastly, materiality. An item is said to be material if it is large enough to influence a decision. When an expenditure is not material, it's typically recorded as an expense, regardless of its expected period of benefit. Think about in a classroom, for example, the trash can. That trash can is probably 10 years old, but it might have cost $25 when it was purchased. The company would not record that $25 trash can as an asset, even though it's going to last 10, 15 years. It's not material. It doesn't make a decision. It doesn't affect a person's decision of the company. So that trash can was probably recorded as an expense when it was purchased. Companies generally have policies regarding amounts that are not material. They will expense all costs under a certain dollar amount, say $1,000, regardless of what the future benefits are increased.